Oh, that's hot. The fact that I got a kill with a PC controller right now, that just lets you know how my gangster is right now. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about this a little bit in terms of Rekoil and stuff like that. What's the first thing is where did the concept come from to create this title in the first place? Because you know the industry is full of shooters, so you gotta do that much more to try to stand out and be different. You know what I'm saying?
We're kind of going old school. We wanted to just really strip it down and create something that was just about you and your gun again.
I like that. I like that statement. You and your gun again.
Yeah,
I like that.
There's so many. Don't get me wrong. I love all the advancements and I love all the extra things that go on in these games. But having helicopters and airstrikes and different vehicles and things like that makes it kind of more of a third-person shooter. When you're calling in a bunch of dogs to go and do your killing for you.
Oh, shots fired! Shots fired, son! You already know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, kid. Shots fired.
I mean, I think they're great advancements for the game, and they're obviously exciting because people really enjoy it. But what inspired me to do this was the Call of Duty 4 Pro mod, and it was they had taken that already fantastic game and kind of removed some of the bells and whistles and really just made it about a balanced, level playing field with the weapons and everything else. And we wanted to do that same thing with Rekoil right out of the box. So, it was all the weapons are available day one. There's no unlocking or anything like that. I mean, you have the same tools that
everybody else had. So it's up to now. One thing I like about what you just said is the actual skill of a shooter, like in terms of a gamer. See, the thing is, let's say Call of Duty comes out this Tuesday, right? And I wasn't able to get it till the following Tuesday. They so far advanced that when you go online and you get paired up with these people that's so far advanced, it doesn't mean that they're better than you, but they may have better tools than you.
That's exactly right.
Playing this game right now made me think about a game called Shoot Mania. And Shoot Mania, all it is you see the person, you shoot them. And you know what I'm saying? It's basic, but that actually is what makes it beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think that's incredible. Well,
and I play competitively too, and I stopped playing with my last competitive team like in May. But when they do the free weekend for Black Ops, they bring the players in and be like, here you can come in for the weekend and play for free. All my members of the team would just be like licking their chops, like here comes the fresh meat. You know what I mean? And it's because of that, the fact that they're already ranked up and their weapons are already so much more powerful than the next guy. And so, we wanted to do something that catered to the guy who has and maybe he only has an hour a week, and he wants to sit down and just do some senseless fun and have a good time. I mean, that guy will have the same tool set as the guy who's playing, 80 hours a week. The guy who's playing 80 hours a week may play the game a little bit better and may have a little more skill, but his tool set is going to be exactly the same. And so, it kind of helps create that level playing field that we talk about, where it's, just about you and your weapon. And
now, you said that before in terms of you and your weapon. Now, when it comes to that, right? I think that it'd be cool. I'm not sure if this game has it, but when you talk about you and your weapon, I think of customization so much. And I think it'd be so dope if there's a way where not only could you customize your weapon, but you can actually give your weapon its own personal name. You know what I'm saying? Like really create a bond with your weapon. And what I mean by that is if you could create a certain weapon that only you can have. Like what I mean by that is no other player, just like this belt that I got right now, the Hip Hop Gamer belt, you will never see this nowhere else. It's specifically my design. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be great because you don't see that in games.
Well, we're trying to you can add in some skinning to your weapon and everything. If you go into the loadout here, we can go ahead and do this. But we're actually going to also be releasing the Photoshop templates, so that everyone can sit there and design their own skins for their own weapons. And currently, we're going to be looking to send those so that if somebody makes something cool, they can put it on Steam Workshop. But if they wanted to, they can try to keep it local and just add that to their skin folder, and that would be one way of making their weapon completely unique and whatnot. So, we have thought about that. I mean, there's only so much being a very small team that we can actually accomplish in terms of extra features like that and whatnot. But that's one way that we're going to give back and let people, be able to change their weapon and that type of thing to make it a little bit more unique to the way that they want to play and that type of thing. So if you wanted to call yourself the badass, the killer or whatever, you can put that right on your weapon, And
Yo, that's crazy. You put that on your weapon? Yeah, that's fire. I like that.
So, we had released one of those templates just for fun, and we gave it to one of our buddies, and he sends us back a skin for the AK-47, and he's like, here's your Hello Kitty AK-47.
Get out of here, you serious?
AK-47 with Hello Kitty faces all over the place.
Yo, so wait, so I can have a AK-47 with a hip hop gamer logo on it and put.
Most certainly, we'll actually make one for you. How about that?
So hold on, wait. You got to put the belt on that, so you know what I'm saying?
Put the belt on the butt of the gun, just totally identifying you, which would be awesome.
Yo, that'd be crazy. People would definitely know you got killed by a hip hop gamer on the game. Like that's crazy.
And we also have full mod tools as well, right from the start. So day one, you'll be able to make your own maps and everything like that.
What? Make your own maps?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And, so there's we're trying to give people
freedom.
Exactly, to create really cool things. If they want to do a map that's of Alcatraz Island, they could. You know what I mean? And so that's how COD going back when, Counter-Strike, Battlefield. All these games. When they weren't on the yearly cycle. They used to be on the every couple year cycle, and there would be a point where there would be a lack of content from the developers and the actual.
Because you got to rush the deadlines of getting it out.
And the modding community was sitting there making these really cool maps and providing that content. And I believe it's one of the reasons why those franchises really got off the ground is because they supplied those tools. They gave people the option and the freedom to do something really, really cool.
Yeah.
And and because there was so much content out there, it gave people enough things to look at to keep playing the game. And, and we want to do the same thing here. We've got 10 or 11 maps, I believe, on launch, and have 16 or so that we're in production on. So we're going to have extra content that we're going to be releasing, but we also expect to see a good amount of maps being created by people in
the community.
Exactly, and so we're releasing on PC through Steam, so you'll be able to buy on Amazon and play through Steam or whatever it is. The Steam infrastructure will be the back end for the game.
Okay.
But the guys that are on Xbox, for example, they're not going to have those tools. So we might do what CSGO did, where they took user-generated content and put it into a user-generated content map pack, where they released that for
that's hot. So they can still console gamers could still, somehow get that created, that mod feel. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly.
Now, I got a question for you, and I think what you're doing right here, I think is amazing. And what I want to say is this: with PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One coming, especially on the PlayStation 4 side, from what Shuhei Yoshida always talk about, he's giving gamers freedom to do a lot of things.
Yes.
So my thing is, in terms of the next generation of consoles that's coming, what got you excited about that, and how is it helping the PC market grow, considering that these consoles got more of a PC-like feel?
Well, they definitely do have a PC feel, and but I think what you're seeing now with the rise of the Steam box as well, I think I think that's going to be the bridge between the console and the PC market, to be honest with you. The guys at Valve just seem to have their finger on the pulse of everything that's pretty much cool at this point. And,
wow.
And I think what they're doing is going to actually be a game changer, because it'll give people the ability to put a set-top box in their living room, but the ability to play it like a PC game and actually really, have all those, the great graphics cards and expand that system too as it goes along. Some of the consoles that are coming out, the PS4 and the Xbox One, I'm not sure how you'll be able to modify those, say 2 years down the road, there's a better graphics card and you want to put that in. I'm not sure how easy that's going to be with those consoles, but I guarantee on the Steam box it's going to be snap your finger if you want to put a new video card in, and you'll be able to do that. And so, I think they're really on to something. I think their price point might be a little bit higher just because they're putting in better
equipment
into the system, but I really like what they're trying to do. But I think what they all do is keep pushing these games to become bigger, better, more beautiful in terms of how they're created and the look of them and everything else.
Well, this right here look crazy. That was gonna be my next question. Like the graphics in this game is crazy. Like it's just like, I give you an example of what I mean. When you look at the foliage, you know what I'm saying, like the vegetation, like, and everything that's in the environment, the rocks, when you go up close to them, when you're far away, the detail, you know what I'm saying, it increases as you go. Like, you know what I'm saying? It looks phenomenal. So on this particular, Alienware system and stuff like that, like, can you give us some specs of what we are running on?